All right, no time wasted here, getting right into the charts. Happy Friday, Friday. For all of those who have a traditional work week, all of those working the weekend, we're there with you. Let's go get a little action going. So the trade from yesterday, to jump right into it, if you are following the $10 to 1,000 challenge, let me get this mic closer. If you're following the $10 to $1,000 challenge, which I'm participating in, and some traders are doing it alongside me, number one, I'd love to see on socials, post it out, share it out, tag myself. You can see my name right here, or tag Flash Trade for a repost on the timeline. But from the trade that we actually entered yesterday, we're up about 7%. My trick with the crude oil actually did play out. You can see here in the history, my stop loss was hit. My Solana bet paid off. And now we are moving towards that take profit, and stop loss is put into profit. So now we have to set up the next trade. We have to decide, do we cut this here at around 7%, try to re-enter later by setting a limit order, or we do a market buy? What leverage should we use? And of course, my goals are not your goals. Nothing said here today is financial advice. Always do your own research, use tools at your own discretion, and never, ever, ever trade with more than you can afford to lose. Which is why we're starting out with $10, because bear market brokey. You know what I mean? I feel you. Let's go. This is also, today we'll be trading on two different accounts. We'll be trading on V1, which is what you would see if you go to flash.trade. And we are also trading on the brand new, that only some people do have access to, V2 Beta. Those are our alpha testers on Flash Trade V2 Beta. Flash Trade V2 Beta, the big thing here is that we have a bunch more assets to trade on. We have instant execution, no confirmations, no transaction costs. So you really do have a massive advantage on V2. The no transaction costs in general is huge, but the one that I would even pay transaction costs if I could just get the no confirmation trades, so that I don't have to hit confirm on my wallet, so that I can actually get in at where I want to get in. Since prices move so quickly, sometimes even just that slight confirmation screen gets you, 3 cents higher, 3 cents, lower on a short, or what, it just gets you not the right entry, not where you wanted it. Sometimes it does save you, to be fair, but other times it really screws you over, and super frustrating, at least for myself. Now I'm going to move myself down here to the bottom left-hand corner so that we can start getting into some trades, as well as my daily routine of just to kind of walk you through how I do it. I go to Grok, since X is obviously the epicenter of all news. I'll go to actually Grok, Super Grok, and tell him to give me, or him or her, give me a breakdown of the day, like my trading day. So typically what I'd say is, what is going on today that I should know about if I am a intraday trader? Give me all relevant news and information for just today and leading into the weekend. All right. Oh, let me share this. So this is what I'll typically do right off the bat, just to get a gauge as to what is going on or what's happening in Why in the world? There we go. Okay. What's happening in the news and everything. I mean, Grok's a great way to do this. Since we have AI, let's use the tools available to us. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to actually grab some different. I'm trying out something different here, which I will show you once I actually get it working. All right, there you go. There's the prompt. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to set up I'm going to set up a project in Claude. Try to show you. Oh no, I need to be on the web, don't I? Can I share that? I don't know. Before we lose our footing here, let's I'm going to share this real quick. So today, Friday, May 1st, is a relatively light macro day. And this is what Trump's been doing. It kind of cools off towards the end, towards the Friday, stabilizes markets. Markets close on a good. Then all of a sudden, some crazy news comes out. Something goes absolutely haywire over the weekend, but markets can't react. And then by Monday, it's resolved. So right now, things are starting to calm down, which is probably a good thing. Markets are open. Equities market open normally. Many European markets are closed for May Day or Labor Day holiday. Interesting. I did not know that. Quick market context going into today. Major U.S. indices, S&P 500, NASDAQ closed at a near record high yesterday. So yeah, probably going to have my guess is either extremely stable day or a slight pullback into the weekend as people are kind of decoupling some of their trades, larger institutions. No FOMC speech or major Fed events. That's good. Intraday watch, expect a spike in volume volatility right at 10 a.m. Manufacturing data above expectations could support risk on. So we've got about 18 minutes until it's saying to watch the charts very closely. But, it says cut hopes and boost yield / oil sensitivity. So those are the things to watch out for. Hot prices paid through to, okay. So rate cuts, geopolitical considerations, ongoing U.S.-Iran conflict. Yep, Strait of Hormuz. I cannot believe he said Strait of Trump. It's not going to happen. That's so insane. Crypto-specific notes relevant for Solana perps / flash trade style. Bitcoin is hovering at the 76,000 to 78,000 range today. Mostly ETH is bearish. Or that's that. By the way, I didn't say that. I just said that out loud. So ETH is hella bearish for me. If you invested a year ago into Ethereum, you would literally have negative. But if you invested a year ago into like Micron or SanDisk or like NVIDIA or I don't know, any other AI / storage related stock, you're up huge, like bigly. So yeah, kind of shit. Hey, leading into the weekend, Friday afternoon, Monday opening. So just since we won't be doing obviously weekend lives here, maybe we will. Maybe I'll pop on with you just to hang out, have fun. Leading into the weekend, Friday afternoon. If any of you guys actually do want a weekend live stream, let me know. I'd actually be pretty interested to find out if that'd be something you're interested in. Try trading live alongside me. Thin liquidity on the typical Friday afternoons. Yep, moves into exhausted lower volume. No major U.S. data or events on this weekend. Gap risk Monday. Monitor any overnight Iran-U.S. update. Yeah, so basically, it's just saying the same thing I just said, how Trump cools everything off by Friday. Everything's cool. Everything's Gucci. Then leading into the weekend, something kicks off. And so he does this so the markets don't react, basically. It's kind of like a way to... It's actually quite manipulative, but it also extremely smart. It doesn't allow for markets to like absolutely collapse because of some, Iran news or whatnot. But then by Monday, everything's kind of like he comes back out and he's like, everything's fine. It's all good. Don't worry. And then Monday opens and we're just back to regular business again. What a wild world we live in. Markets closing. Crypto obviously trades 24/7. No U.S. equity holidays until Memorial Day, May 25th. All right. So bottom line, intraday book, focus on the 10 a.m. ISM data. So that'll be today, 10 a.m. So we've got about 15 minutes to look into our trades. So we're going to do that right now. But what I was trying to share with you is something cool. It's just something I wanted to try. It really is nothing I've had any success with or anything like that. Actually, funny enough, this is purely me just wanting to do something cool. Let's see, window. I guess that would work. You can go into the window here and then there you go. We'll just do trading buddy. Then the instruction file. Oh no, did I not copy it all? Okay. So I've got this cool instruction file here. It'll pile up memory for me. I will add in new files or context. Actually, the cool part is you can add in text content. This is like temporary content. Think of it if you use Terminal, or if you use Claude Code, Terminal, sorry, or Claude Code, maybe you use Claude Code on the desktop app, whatever you're doing, it's like a Claude MD file is what these are. That text content is going to be something that it can reference the whole time. So that's a really good thing. And then you can upload from your device, like maybe you have some sort of trading style that you really, really like. I don't know, maybe it's like Elliott Wave or something like that. Upload all the Elliott Wave information so that it kind of knows, and then obviously give it a good instruction file on how to use Elliott Wave. So not only do you have extremely good documentation now for your content in the files, now you have good context in an instruction file. The instruction files fit in with every prompt. The files are accessible to your agent or your Claude instance session when Claude feels it is necessary or when you reference it. So those are really useful tips for Claude. But another cool thing you can do is, like right now, I'm going to full close. I wish I could share multiple screens. I guess I can't, huh? All right. But full close on the V2. I just full closed my Sol position because it was up 6%. I'd rather close that out right now and look for a good entry. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just give Claude a little test. We're going to try to screenshot. I just screenshot and then nothing happened. That's weird. All right. Let's see. Screenshot. I'm going to just feed it some screenshots here. Cool. This is working out great. For some reason, not only are the screenshots not taking, it's so stupid. Oh, we love Macs most of the time, kind of. Not really, but in a way. Because Macs are just awesome. I'm getting rid of... Let's close out of some of these things here. All right. Trying to do my best here to Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. That seemed to help. That's good. Don't put these like if you're following along with me, what I'm doing is I'm taking screenshots of different time frames for Sol, just to kind of get like what Claude's recommendation might be. Just honestly kind of curious to see what the outcome is. I'm going to actually try to trade based off of Claude's recommendation, this like trading buddy that I just made. If you want the actual instruction file, you know, maybe reach out to me again, X. You can see my handle there. I'd be more than happy to share that with you. I'm sure you're really going to want it if it turns out really good. if it actually turns out to be quite profitable. With all the market outlook for the weekend and today's news, what are some of what is a good entry point for setting a limit order with Sol? Since most of you guys are interested in Sol, I just wanted to do that first. I would say most people are interested. The vast majority. Oh, wow. Monad. Just taking some straight kicks to monads. I just said how I wasn't interested yesterday. Now we're up 10%. Just gave me a swift kick straight to the monads. That's my fault. It's my fault. Eli Lilly still up. Eli Lilly. Pepto, or those those peptides apparently coming in strong. People are guzzling them down, I guess. I don't know. Sounds pretty dumb to me. Wow. Okay, oil's nuking. Sweet. This is good. This is good. Like I told you, have told you every day, this is a great sign. So we definitely want to take a position in the normal market, whether it be in equities or Eli Lilly's been performing really well though. So oh, Tesla. My Tesla trade, did it hit take profit? All right, I'm going to switch out of this real quick. I will tell you what the Claudio said here in just a minute, and we'll actually set it up live. But let's switch back to. Okay, get rid of that. Let's switch back to the actual share screen. There we go. Switch back to the actual trading information here. Information. We'll get set up with Solana. We'll get this music switched. It'd be so nice to have like somebody who can handle like operations instead of me just constantly jerking everything around and having to do every little part of it. But it is what it is. Powerful. I know some of these like YouTubers have like, or like people who actually do this have like little people in the background who help them out. I'm like, dude, one of these days when I upgrade. Sarthik helps me out. I see you, buddy. You help me. Let's see. What are we on? Tesla. So yesterday was a bad day. I'll tell you why. The oil trade hit the stop loss, which is obviously good, but slight learnings from yesterday. Set the stop loss way too deep. Honestly, didn't expect oil to tank quite as much, which is why I did that. That's a mistake on my part. I should have set the stop loss a lot tighter. So with that stop loss being hit, and even though we did make about 7% or 6%, sorry, on the Solana trade, we ended up actually kind of hurting ourselves a little bit. So it was a slight setback. Instead of being at like $10 and basically like 50, 60 cents. Now we're kind of set back. So that is because if you look here, you can see that stop loss actually took away 60 cents. And then we only made that 26 cents back. So net, unfortunately, we are kind of down actually for the day, not down overall. But third day, we're going to be coming in swinging. We're using some AI promptology. So it says, Sol, don't chase 84 mid-range. Ladder the bid into a demand zone. Here's the read across the time frames. Day one crashed for 1 minute, grinding up slowly. Damn, this is pretty good advice. Macro news later. Shit. Leverage is clean. Set the orders. So it's saying ladder in 50% size. This is actually kind of funny with both fill, stop, and it's even saying ladder out. Interesting. So it's giving like pretty solid advice with laddering in, laddering out, with limit orders, stop loss, even some like TPs. And it's giving time too. It says time stops. Wow. It says Monday open actually cancel everything. Wow. It says cancel and then reassess. Why not buy here at 80? It's mid-range. I mean, that's very good advice. It says garbage. This is 1-to-1 garbage. Patience pays. Let the weekend. Ooh! I didn't put in a character model. This is actually like quite expressive. It's interesting. Risk reward. This is really cool. I have this on my cloud desktop, so it's a little bit more, it's more difficult for me to share because then I might accidentally leak like personal or private information if I share like my entire screen. So I'm a little cognizant of that at the moment, which is why I'm not sharing it with you. I did share it, but I had to like make sure that my private info wasn't just chilling there, which is, and then who knows if I get a call or a text with something shouldn't be shared. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to follow this advice. It's actually saying, so I'm going to switch to limit order and you can see how easy this is going to be on the screen. If you're actually watching me with V2, it's like crazy easy. You can literally just pull. So it's actually saying, put it in at, that's not advice. I would always, we're just going to leave that one there. We're going to put the limit order in at 82.20 and we're going to put in 50% just like 50% just like what it said. Now I am curious to see if we're going to follow this. What is the advice on leverage? So it's actually saying it's not giving any advice on the actual risk profile though. Top of the demand field breakdown. I'm just I want to do this literally because I'm super curious to see how much of a better trader. I'm 100% sure it's a better trader than I am. 100% sure. So I'm going to place this limit order right where it said at 20x. Then it's saying the second entry should be, this is a little too conservative. I'm actually going to, just out of curiosity, we've got 50% in. Let's ask it to be more aggressive. Can you be more aggressive? I understand the risks. Are you able to give me a 20x leverage play for the next 45 minutes, considering the ISM information is coming out soon? So like for a conservative play, if you're looking to like ladder in, ladder out, stop loss, TPs, and you've got like time and you've got all this stuff going on that make it actually pretty easy. That was unbelievably good advice. Picking the the entries like that. It's literally what I was just saying. Because like right now we're in the middle. If you look at the screen, like look at the screen right now, complete and utter middle of the range. Very difficult to make a call on directionality. I mean, it's like crazy difficult. You're in the middle of the range in almost every time frame, which is wild. Like anywhere from 15 to 4 hour, you're directly in the middle of the range. Like I say, not a great entry in general, unless you're just willing to roll the dice here. God, I gotta stop with the hand movements. Let's chill with the hand movements. All right, just gonna pull those back a little. Let's see, long and or short. Okay, so we asked Claude to be slightly more aggressive with its approach here, because we are in degen mode, right? We're in Degen Hour. Trading plan, 20x leverage, bracket with both sides. Oh, it's literally doing like the straddle. So I call it the schlong. It's saying to do a schlong. Open a short and a long, and then ride directionality once it breaks. Yeah, it says whatever triggers cancel the other immediately. Interesting. It literally just told me to do a schlong. I actually just always thought I was super retarded when I did that. But AI just proved I'm not the only dumb one. You know what I mean? ISM. Basically, it's saying if the data comes in below 48, it's saying that inline print copy chop city, let the 20-minute time stop save you. Good luck. Watch the wick. Discipline 20x your own static bracket set OCO. All right, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be incredibly dangerous. Oof. So that did well for them. Let me see. Last 5 minutes. Good Lord. That is wild. Sheesh. Okay. So Eli Lilly, I guess, just I'm going to guess that means they're gonna get approved by the FDA. Clearly somebody knows something. It's pretty obvious there on the chart. Got some good volume today. This is V2, by the way. It's just V2, which means like there's like not that many people on. All right, share this one. Dang, what happened with my... So this is the other account, if you remember, the Tesla thing. So we actually got you know, got out of the Tesla trade, I would say, relatively unscathed in a decent spot. But now we're kind of like back at that mid-range area. Like we would have wanted, obviously, to get in here. But because we forced the trade, we're not able to get in at a good, I don't know, way better. We're not able to get in at a good spot. And we got in at pretty much now, middle of the range. We kind of got screwed. It flipped under, fees got us. And, you know, not setting a limit order was a big mistake. So not terrible. I mean, we're still at $9.88, but we're on the road to 1,000, and that's not exactly going to play well. I'm actually going to market buy this. We're going to dangerously just market buy, and then we got to watch it. We just absolutely degenerately bought crude oil at 10x, which was probably not super smart, but it did just have a massive dump. They're probably going to try. My guess is they're probably going to push it under 100. More than likely, they're going to try. All right. Maybe we could do a short scalp there, get a few cents out of it. I'm going to keep our eye on that for sure. I've really been keeping my eye on Eli Lilly because I'm just like, what is going on over here? All right. Let's reset that. You can see here, like, what I mean, clearly it's beating resistance right now too, but it seems as if that whole FDA approval of whatever peptide thing they're trying to get approval on, somebody is front running some knowledge that they have. Some congressman, senator, who knows? You know what I mean? It's not like they're criminals or anything. It's neither here nor there. Let's see. Tesla. I still cannot believe Tesla's just like one of those where I'm just like so bullish on Tesla. They got everything, guys. They got everything. They got all the things. They're even bringing like some manufacturing over here, which is wild. Some automated manufacturing. Well, I mean, like as far as like chips, sorry. That was in my head. I just didn't say it out loud. I mean, they literally got everything you can want. XAI, SpaceX, they're in all the domains that matter. Autonomy. Yikes. I mean, even like, I would say they're obviously a massive software company, but they also have physical goods, which really is not a bad thing. Hey, we just scalped basically 10 cents. Let's go. Buy on the low, sell on the high. And guys, again, just like in general, we're not looking to we're looking to get our bag up. So whatever does that. We're not really doing the favoritism thing at the moment. And Tesla just got like really beaten down on the day. What I'm looking at here is like trying to, I like the day, but the chart sucks on the day for some reason. Pith's feeding it in really, really choppy. I'm not sure why that is. We don't really have a ton of control over that, although I'm sure we can ask the guys to help out with some of that. But there's only limited things that we can do on our end. These are trading view charts, and the data is provided by Pith. So if it's choppy and there's like gaps like that, there's nothing. Like it's not flash trades issue or problem. Nothing we can really do. Yeah. Is that like a bottom? I'm trying to think. Like, dude, could this be? Because if you look at the high here, man, do we like literally hit 500 and then come back down? That's crazy. I just wouldn't bet against Tesla. It's like such one of those for me where I'm just like, why would you bet against this? But at the same time, I mean, they could take another hit. I don't know. But I wouldn't bet against Elon. That's for darn sure. Trying to get that entry. So on the entry, let's follow. We're on the low for Tesla. And are we rolling over? Is the market rolling over? Is oil starting to print? Where are we on oil? Nope, still going down. So Tesla, equities, we're gonna take a cheeky long on Tesla then. Just hope, we're literally hoping for the best at this point. Of course, as soon as I enter, it immediately tanks. This is normal. This is normal behavior for most things. And we're gonna get out as soon as, here, cancel this. We have to get a little bit more risky here to risk it for the biscuit. This is horrible advice. Do not do this. Set up your trades way better. Patience is always a virtue when it comes to trading. God, I just can't. Like, the good sense in me is just like, don't do it. It drives me crazy. Okay. Then we cut and run at 5. Is that what we're doing? Cut and run at 5. Cut and run. Sweet. All right. So we are up again, back to where we were from yesterday. So we're up at that like almost 10%. And we really need a decent play. So, wish we're definitely going to be pushing up on Tesla. Just wondering, do we come down, then up? It looks like we already had our kind of like tank. So, do we take these smaller chunks and just grind our way up? The problem is when you do that, there's a significant risk that obviously upside, but that you completely destroy your portfolio before you even get the chance to really get in. I'm going to set a limit order at 20x long, $10 or whole bag. So this is what I'm doing then. All right. So that's our V2 account, which is definitely doing a lot better than our V1. Whoa. Did we just list Mega? We did just list Mega. Interesting. So we live announcement on no, Mega's crypto. My stupid person. And in the interest of we just list Mega, we're gonna go 5x long on Mega. Let's go. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go 5x long on Mega. Oh no, we gotta use our stupid confirmation because it's V1, V2, so much nicer. Just freaking get in. Ah. All right. So we'll watch both of these. So I just got in along on Mega, and we are in a limit order grab on Tesla. If Tesla falls back to that, like 50% retrace line here ish. And then that way, bruh, this guy. That way we keep our orders fresh. I could still edit this. Get out of here. All right, I'm editing my post on X. So all of you need to go and repost it immediately. Update. Let's go. All right. So we updated that post. Looks like our trades are set. We're doing much better. Oh, we're already up on Mega. We're doing much better on the V2 side of things. One is transaction cost. Two is we're not sacrificing entry on like any orders. It's instant fills. The execution is just seamless, which is really a huge advantage when it comes to trading. There's no confirmation screens. So V2 right now, beta is literally winning out based off of fees, and you know, transaction costs are cycled into the fees. So fees and kind of like opportunity cost. So V2 is already winning out. Plus we have more markets available to us than V1. So yeah, and that's just, you know, architecturally viable thing is that we're, you know, if you saw the video that we put out recently, we had a video that actually was saying Anas was telling Pith guys, they're like, which markets do you want? And Anas replied, all of them. So just thought that was super funny. I woke up in the morning, and for them it's like an afternoon, and obviously here in the States it was more like, you know, 7 a.m. or whatever it was, 6:30, 7 a.m. So that was the very first thing I saw while getting out of bed. Anas is like, give me everything. Is that? Hey, I want to go to the Tesla market. There we go. All right, so we did actually pull back quite a bit, which is good. Switch out of that real quick. And my Solana balance is getting low. Yeah, we gotta get in. We gotta get into some more aggressive trades to get this off of the X. We're doing okay. I mean, actually, you know, if you took it, and again, percentage wise, we're really not doing bad. The portfolio, as in a $10 to 1,000, is already up about what, 6%. We were up like 10%, but we took a little L there on the crude oil because we naively set our stop loss in a bad spot. I mean, we really should not have had a stop loss at like 6% or something. I think it was like 6% loss. Should have been more at like the 2%. You know, setting a safe, tight stop loss like that is much better. Keeps you from keeps you from doing an oops like I did. I mean, we only lost like 50 cents, but when you have only $10, it's kind of a big deal. You know, that's a whole percentage, or you know, it's like basically 5%. If you're taking the whole, if you're doing everything by percentage base, which is what I like to do, it kind of puts things into perspective a lot better. So that was 5% of my portfolio was gone on that stop loss, and that's kind of like what I'm trying to teach is like a better reframe of like where you can be. Instead of being so like greedy dollar wise, start being greedy percentage wise. So you see that you're up 20%. Could you go up 100%? Yeah, obviously it could happen, but you're at 20%, and 20% added onto your portfolio, no matter the dollar value, is a very good thing. So taking that off the table, or at least setting your stop loss in 5%, you know, profit, smart. Take that off the table. Your stop loss is there, ready to go, and you know that, okay, so if this trade goes sideways on me, I don't round trip it. Everything's already in profit. Stop loss, you know, yes, it's not 20%, but hey, it's 5%, and I can take that off the table and I don't lose. So definitely the better way to go. You could see here that a little bit of patience is seemingly paying off. We'll see if it actually ends up hitting my limit order. But market buying things is just dangerous. Today, it just happened to play out for me. You know, you probably saw that the market orders I had, I actually did come out, you know, up on it, but it's not always the case. So just be careful with some of those. We definitely want to make sure we are being careful. Protect our traders out there. Don't be giving bad advice. By the way, speaking of advice, none of this is financial advice, nor should it ever be taken as. It's all for educational purposes only. Use tools at your own risk. What's the other things that people say? All that stuff, all the legal stuff that doesn't get me sued in the United States. Because following somebody on the internet is always a good idea, right? Random bald guy, random janitor. If you are enjoying this stream, if you are enjoying this Degen Hour, I would appreciate a comment in the description down below. If you're on YouTube, smash the like button, press the like button, do all the things, do all the social things, leave a comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. On X, which is where all of our primary audience actually are, it would be great if you could either follow Mighty Mags, if you're not following me on X, where you can get the latest and greatest with Flash Trade. Obviously, I hope, or I assume the reason you're here is because you are following Flash Trade. So just my assumption, but leave a comment here. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, if you are wanting, if you stuck around, I did this yesterday as well towards the end of the stream. If you stuck around to the end and you do not have access to V2 beta, reach out to me in Discord or on X, and we'll see about what we can do, because this is actually permissioned, where we actually have to whitelist your wallet. Okay, so it's not code or something that we can hand out. So it's more controlled this way. It's definitely intentional. We are giving away $10, I believe, to anyone that gets accepted on this whitelist. This is not like an official announcement yet. This is, you're an alpha tester. So your alpha testing of V2 beta is literally directly helping traders into the future who are going to be, you know, utilizing Flash Trade. So we greatly appreciate it. So that comes along with a little, you know, kicker of $10 to help along your trading journey with V2 beta. But if you do not have access and you have made it this far or this long, we appreciate you, of course, hanging in there with our lives. This is more of a, casual, just you and I trading with each other kind of vibe instead of a more serious and informational. Let's see how this is doing, actually. I swear, every time I get involved with some of these like newer ones, I get crushed. So I'm just hoping this doesn't blow up the account. This is Mega on V1. So if you are paying attention right now, we have a kind of like a V2, V1 going on. There's a V2 beta, and we have a bunch of alpha testers that are whitelisted for that. They're getting an additional $10 to help us test out the new implementation of Flash Trade, hence V2. And then we still have V1, obviously. It's still rocking and rolling as usual. And it looks like if you haven't seen the official announcement yet, there's probably a slight undercurrent announcement that we have listed Mega ETH. So Mega is on this V1 at the moment. So not an official announcement yet, but kind of an official announcement, I guess. Ish. From the channel, because I am kind of streaming like from the channel. But yeah. Looks like our Tesla position did not get picked up. We are not going to fret. We will not fret. We will wait. We will wait for it to come to us. And if it does not, then we rotate. We pick something else. We do not FOMO into things. It's a bad idea. And then as soon as this limit order hits or doesn't hit, we will rotate into something else. Or if it does hit, we will look for a stop loss and take profit so that we have clear goals set, tight stop loss, 2% loss. And then what I typically do is like 20-25% profit for the 100% are getting it all out. But I'll normally do like a 2 take profits, 2 TPs, depending on how I'm feeling of the market overall direction right now. Because of like being unsure, I'll typically set one at like pretty aggressively at like 5 to 10%. It's just what I've been doing. You can see I've been incrementally hitting those TPs. And then I'll take a larger one and I'll set that at like 15, 20. But as I'm more confident directionally, I'll actually expand that out a lot, obviously a lot more, but all market dependent. And then we'll see how our Claude bot over here, who's our little trading buddy, how they're, I'm going to kind of like back test his theory and see. I mean, I didn't actually do it, just because it was very conservative to grow. And he does have the context of like, we are trying to get to $1,000 from $10. And I think it was just being hyper conservative about it. So I don't know, probably it is a good approach, to be honest with you. If you are starting with $10, protecting that $10 is really your most important thing that you should do, actually. So anyways, let's get this wrapped up here. Do I have any kind of like elevator music? We'll be back in just a moment. Actually, I really love this 90s. Just like a 90s, like nice soft beat. All right, guys. Well, of course, I really appreciate you tuning in to Degen Hour every single day. We are going to be doing this during the V2 beta launch series that we'll be doing. V2 beta launch. If you don't have access, that's okay. Number one, it will be coming. Number two, kind of only some special deliberate people were added to that white list that we have testing it currently at the moment. So that is pretty cool. We're really happy that OGs and Flash Trade power users and the goats of the community who've been around for a long time, they're getting exclusive access to this V2 beta. as well as some ecosystem partners and things like that. If you have been around Flash Trade for a while and you don't have access, reach out to me so that we can solve that immediately for you and get you in here for the testing. Some great things about V2: no confirmation screens, no transaction fees, no limits, really. No limits on listing assets, so you'll see more and more as the days go on. Every single day, we're adding new assets to the V2 area. And Pith is helping us do that, of course. And we're going to be scaling this out. As you can see, Monad and Sui right up here on the screen are actually already there. We've got like Eli Lilly and all these other stocks that are on there as well. So lots and lots of good things are going to be coming to the V2 implementation, and we look forward to all of your feedback on it. Now, remember, obviously, V1 is already still there. Mega was just listed. I don't think it's an official announcement, but if you're watching this stream, you're able to see or get a little alpha before it's out to everybody else. But thank you once again to everyone who is watching. And of course, join me Monday. Monday, we'll be opening up the stream, of course, and making sure that we're there for the opening bell. I'm actually trying to come in a little bit early so that we can set up the trades early with each other and then move into the rest of the Degen Hour. But yeah, any recommendations, anything to improve here, as it is more of a casual format where we're just BSing, talking back and forth. I'm going to be setting up a X space, more than likely, so that it can be more interactive. Let me know if that's something you all would be interested in as well. I think the more interactive we could be, probably the better for you all, for the audience. For anyone tuning in, it'd be better just to have like overall a more interactive experience with more traders, as I am not the best trader in the entire world. But if we can bring on some professionals to the space, give their perspective, obviously not financial advice, but give their perspective on the markets, give their perspective on their trading styles, how they trade. Would love to have anybody on. So if you have any suggestions there also, please let me know. But as always, traders, I'll see you in the markets. Have a great weekend.